Representative Willard moves to call from the calendar House Bill 1063 on the notice given list.
Without objection.
House Bill 1063 by Representative Willard to enact Title 51 Housing Discrimination to provide for the Fair Chance in Housing Act, provides for criminal history records, certain disclosures.
Representative Willard.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, HB 1063 is a substitute bill for HB 665. I've actually gone through several iterations of this bill and significantly gutted it to address some of the concerns from some of the stakeholders. So simply put, the bill in its current status, and I do believe we have another amendment set coming forward, but simply put, in its current status, what this bill would do is provide and make sure that all of our constituents in Louisiana have access to fair housing, stable housing, including our citizens that are returning home from our prisons, where we invest in them to make sure that they are rehabilitated and can successfully integrate into society. And I would challenge all of you to, put yourself in a position of someone coming home. And if you can't get a job and if you can't get housing, how are you supposed to succeed in society? So that's what this bill is attempting to address. It's just a part of the process. It's just a glimpse of it. But that's what this bill does. And Mr. Speaker, I think we have an amendment that I'd like to take up right now.
All right, Madam Clerk. Representative Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, first of all, let me thank Representative Willard for working with Representative Presley and Representative Fontenot and I on these amendments, and I know there is still work to be done with some of the groups that are involved, but basically we are taking out all of the language that requires that the landlord provide individualized assessments. So we're taking out all of that language on page 2, and so now what it's going to be is the applicant can just provide evidence to the housing provider about inaccuracies about their criminal history, and also it still remains in there that housing providers shall be immune from liability in any civil action arising from a result of decision to rent or not to rent.
All right. Any objection to the adoption of the amendment? Seeing none, the amendment is adopted. No questions on the bill. To the floor on the bill, Representative Fontenot.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I want to thank for Representative Willard for bringing this bill. Look, from where we started to where we are now is significantly different. And you would be hard-pressed to find me to support a bill similar to this. But after listening to testimony from people in the committee and looking at the way Representative Willard worked to get to where we are, this is a very fair compromise bill. This says if I'm a landlord and I'm a convicted felon, I can go ask the landlord, would you be willing to accept me? Maybe my conviction was 10 years ago, maybe it was 20 years ago, maybe it was 2 days ago. Really, landlords are taking the fee, the background check fee, to make money. So this is a hardship on those people that have paid their debt to society and have got out, and they're trying to find a place to be able to rent. And all this says is that the landlord will speak to them and let them know if there's a possibility if they can get the apartment with them. So I think this is a great bill, and Representative Willard, good job. Thank you.
All right. There are no more questions on the bill. Representative Willard moves final passage. All those in favor vote yea. Those opposed vote nay. The clerk will open the machines. Members, vote your machines. All right, close them up. 55 yeas, 41 nays, and the bill is finally passed. Representative Willard moves to adopt the title, moves to reconsider the vote by which the bill finally passes. Lay that motion on the table without objection, so ordered. Next bill.